Hello and welcome to Bits in Pieces. Here are your gaming headlines from this January. Untitled Goose Game finally has a title. The game, where you control a mischievous waterfowl that torments a sleepy English village by poisoning its well and castrating its children, has remained unnamed since its 2017 announcement and subsequent release, but developer House has finally agreed upon a fitting title. Goose Cunt is available now on most platforms. Microsoft have acquired Activision Blizzard in a deal worth over $68 billion, a deal so incomprehensibly large even they can't fathom it.
Is now the time, in part because Activision shares have been down? They were down about 27% for the year to date. Did that make this an easier deal to kind of get your head around?
In a series of tweets, Techland have announced their zombie survival game Dying Light 2 will take over 500 hours to fully complete, almost as long as it would take to walk from Warsaw to Madrid. If anyone out there would like to take on this monumental challenge, I hope you'll join me on the release date of February the 4th. I'll be starting from Łazienki Park at 9 AM. I'll see you there. Bring sensible footwear. Hazelight Studios and Electronic Arts have announced a sequel to last year's surprise hit co-op adventure It Takes Two. Having resolved their differences for the sake of their daughter, Cody and May attempt to save their marriage. Love expert Dr. Hakim returns as the Kama Sutra and suggests introducing their neighbour Tyrone into the bedroom. It Takes Three is currently in development. And finally, here's an exclusive hands-on with the forthcoming DLC for indie darling Unpacking.
You okay, Snake?
Colonel, this is our only chance to talk alone together.
What is it?
It's your eyes. They're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
No.
No, I'm serious. You'd be surprised how many people say the same thing.
Thanks, Snake.
So, how about it?
Yeah, from behind, flat up against the wall.
Imagine yourself put in that position.
Yeah.
It won't be the first time.
So how does it taste?
I have no idea.
How deep does it go?
I told you before. I don't know the details. Also, well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Already tested, huh? There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Good. I want that too. Hurry up and get him out.
Whew, that stuff makes me too frisky. Duty first?
Come on, Snake. Hurry.
Colonel.
Snake, please. Please, Snake.
Colonel, I've never heard you so excited. Whew, I'm starting to sweat.
It's important to change your underwear if you're sweating a lot.
Master.
What?
You're watching everything?
Yeah. Relax. I call it stalking. Put on some kind of hat.
Snake, I'm monitoring you closely. Your heart rate is elevated and your breathing is shallow.
What the hell? I hope everyone's enjoying the live broadcast.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, Snake. I wish I could do something to help.
That would be nice. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
I'll be watching, Snake.
Oh, great.
A new year is upon us, and with it comes a raft of cracking games. Here's a brief preview of the biggest releases coming in 2022 and beyond. Just over the horizon is Horizon Forbidden West. Aloy returns to investigate a mysterious plague that is ravaging the extravagant populace of San Francisco in what appears to be a clumsy allegory of the 1980s AIDS crisis. Elden Ring comes from Dark Souls creators From Software and is apparently so difficult it's impossible to actually finish, which should give collaborator George R.R. Martin time to write an ending for it. Gran Turismo 7 sees the return of campaign mode and its exhilarating oil change feature, and boasts over 400 cars, including 370 negligible variations of the Nissan Skyline. Probably the worst name since Octopath Traveler, its Octopath Traveler successor, Triangle Strategy, which sees the player navigate the Salt Iron War through a series of turn-based bouts in their quest to find a thesaurus. Keep an eye out for the next in the series, Icosododecahedron Tactics. Exclusive to Nintendo Switch is Splatoon 3. In the latest installment of Oliver Stone's Vietnam saga, Charlie Sheen has a marijuana-fueled hallucination in which he and his unit fight the squid-headed Charlies in a frantic paintball battle, only to wake up and find his squad mates riddled with bullet holes and covered in jizz. God of War Ragnarok sees titular Titan toppler Kratos and his son Atreus continue their campaign against the entire Norse pantheon. With the help of a denim-coloured dwarf and a sentient decapitated head, they've travelled the 9 realms confronting dragons, giants, valkyries and a world-encompassing serpent, but they're about to face their most incredulous encounter yet. A black person? I mean, I can only suspend my disbelief so far, Santa Monica. Forspoken is an action RPG starring a young woman who gets transported to a fantasy world, gains magical powers, and then never shuts up about it.
I just moved it with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do magic.
I think I can manage that. Right, ready for this?
For this?
Has she finished? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. So there's this Geordie carpenter, right? He goes into the Games Workshop in the middle of Newcastle and says to the assistant, "How, have you got Warhammer?" The assistant says, "I've never touched your hammer." One of the most anticipated titles of the year is Bethesda's action RPG, Starfield, described as Skyrim in space. I thought Skyrim was in space. I mean, look at it. Fulfill your magical fantasies in Hogwarts Legacy. If you're a boy, you can play as a wizard. If you're a girl, you can be a witch. And if you identify as anything else, then, Hogwarts is off limits, I'm afraid. Come on, Rowling. A man who drinks Polyjuice Potion to become a woman is a woman. Get over it. And finally, it's the big one. It's almost here, Half-Life 3. Where you control Gordon Freeman's cat, clearing up the ruins of City 17 from its headcrab infestation. Oh, it's been worth the wait! And there you have it. Have you got a game you're looking forward to in 2022? Well, keep it to yourself, I'm not bothered. And your name is?
Matthew Hooton.
Your occupation?
Postdoctoral researcher.
And your chosen subject?
Pokémon.
Pokémon, the children's game that children play. Your time starts now. Consider the franchise mascot. Which yellow mouse-like creature has powerful electrical abilities and a large tail shaped like a lightning bolt?
Ash Ketchum.
No, Pikachu. At the beginning of the first generation games, Red and Blue, you meet a professor in the Pallet Town Laboratory who gives you your first starter Pokémon. After what type of tree is the professor named?
Deciduous.
No, Oak. After teaching you how to catch wild Pokémon, Professor Oak gives you an electronic device designed to catalogue and provide information regarding the various species of Pokémon. What's its name?
Book of Kells.
Pokédex. The Kanto region is home to a trio of legendary birds. Articuno and Zapdos are 2. Name the third.
Diglett.
No, Moltres. According to its Pokédex entry in Pokémon Stadium, which of the original 151 Pokémon is capable of jumping over the Eiffel Tower in a single leap and has hooves 10 times stronger than diamonds?
Farfetch'd.
I know, it's ridiculous. It's Ponyta. In Red and Blue, the player is challenged throughout the game by the villainous Team Rocket. What valuable commodity are they trying to steal?
Capital gains tax.
No, it's rare Pokémon. In Ruby and Sapphire, what is the prize given to the player after defeating Winona, the Four Trees City gym leader who specialises in flying-type Pokémon?
Calcutta Cup.
No, it's the Feather Badge. Sinnoh, the setting for the 4th generation of games, is based on what real-life Japanese island?
Sardinia.
No, Hokkaido. First appearing in Diamond and Pearl, which mythical Pokémon, based upon the idea of a creator deity, is said to have shaped the region of Sinnoh and heaven itself?
Mr. Mime.
No, Arceus. The 2nd generation Game Boy titles are named after 2 metallic elements, gold and
Brass.
silver. The name Pokémon comes from a Japanese term derived from an anglicised portmanteau as start it or finish, meaning they are what kind of monsters?
Digital.
Wrong franchise, it's Pocket Monsters. Are you sure you've ever actually played Pokémon, Matthew?
Dunno.
Sounds about right, as you have no points.
Ooh.
Good afternoon, operator. Welcome to React, the Rainbow something and something containment team. As you know, the alien chimera parasite is taking over the United States. We must stop them before they vandalize any more of their UNESCO World Heritage sites. Here are a few quick tips to help you out in the field. Remember, you are not here to enjoy yourself. Other agencies may equip their operators with fancy prototypes and rocket launchers, and orbital lasers may look fun, but are they really as satisfying as an aim-assisted headshot? Exactly. The Archean interlopers are invasive and relentless, like Jehovah's Witnesses. Draw on that image. Ding dong, have you heard the message of our Lord and Saviour? Not today, thank you. Knock knock, we're here to spread the word of Jesus Christ. Well, now you're spread over a large area. Don't worry about blasphemy. If there is a God, he's responsible for this shit. We let no resource go to waste. When a fellow operator goes down, their body will secrete a lovely savoury batter. Just take your coated comrade to the extraction zone and pop them in the flash fryer, where they'll be doused in a trough of boiling fat. Mmm, delicious. Don't be afraid to stick a civilian in there if you're peckish either. Everyone has a part to play in this war. Should your teammates run into those sticky blinding spores, they should be removed with absolute surgical precision. Bash them frantically with the butt of your rifle. You'll either take out the spores or euthanize them kindly. There is no room for characters here at React. Make sure to be the most nondescript team member possible. Hide your face behind a mask, don't speak at all unless related to the mission, and under no circumstances show any personality whatsoever. This kind of behaviour is not acceptable. A battlefield is no place for buffoonery. Case in point,
I am not overconfident. I'm just better than everyone else.
Disgraceful. Well, that's everything. Keep these tips in mind, operator, and I'm sure you'll do us all Oh, you've died. Oh well, at least tonight's dinner is sorted. That's all from Bits and Pieces this month. Thank you very much for watching. Now, until next time...